Ladies and gentlemen, it's going down.
Social Authority Live. Yeah, we turning it up.
Pat Hilton Live coming at you. Social Authority.
The stage is yours. Lights on blast, can't ignore. Film posts get verified. It's your time. Social Authority Live. Run and the vibe go crazy.
Let's go.
And the footage look
2026.
With the edit so clean. Your brand.
What's your game look like in 2026?
So you VIP. Every tier got clarity.
Let's get it rolling. Let's get it rolling. How's everybody doing? Good morning. It is Wednesday, January 7th, 2026. And it's crazy, man. About 10 years ago, I was singing in bar corners. About 10 years ago, exactly 10 years ago. Even 7 years ago, I was singing in bar corners for $100, had no money, trying to get ahead, trying to meet the right people. And the one thing that was the deciding factor of me getting to where I am today compared to where I was then was online videos. I mean, I've said it over and over and over and over again. I've shown example after example after example after example of how to get on camera, be confident on camera, speak on camera, and convert on camera, because in this world that we live in, this is how people communicate now, is through video. Something happens in Venezuela. It shows up on X. 15 minutes later, everybody knows something's going down. Something happens in the Middle East. 15 minutes later, everybody knows on X that something's going down. But your brand, if something's happening in your brand land, how would anybody know if it's not everywhere? I encourage you to find the strength, find the confidence, look yourself in the mirror, and accept your fate, your destiny. Because this year, the difference between who gets the deals and who doesn't get the deals will be the same as last year, and it's who can communicate on camera. Because how you communicate on camera when the red light is on, when you're live, is how you're going to communicate on sales calls. It's how you're going to communicate when there's a $100,000 deal on the line. And then you're going to realize once you've done a $100,000 deal that there's people out there with doing a similar process that are doing $10 million deals. Start to get into rooms with people that are so good at what they do that they're employing 200, 300, 400 people. I follow a guy, his name is Brian Mark. I would say if you're going to follow anybody on Instagram in 2026, I would follow this Brian Mark guy. He's really, really good. He's got great content. And here's another thing about Brian Mark's page. Anytime he does like a free lead magnet, which he's got to create leads, he wants to do sales, he wants to get sales too. But anytime he's like, hey, I'm going to give you guys the game, I'm going to give you guys the juice, I'm going to give you guys the sauce, and I like comment scripts or juice or sauce or whatever, he sends it right to me, and never has he asked for a phone number. Never has he like tried to get my email or tried to get me to buy anything. He just gives me the value. And I actually based the link that you can download my free Amazon book on all my streams. I based that on his formula of just go take it. Just go download the file and read it, and hopefully it helps you. Because your ability to get out in front of people and help them for free is what's going to determine your ability to get people to pay you. I just made a post that said, who's the best wholesale coach in real estate? I've had that question 5 times already. It's the 7th of the year. We're a week into the year, essentially, even though this is the first full week of the year. It's been a week already. 5 people have asked me, a handful of people, who's the best wholesale real estate coach with the most elite community? And I say RJ Bates III, the king closer, every single time, because I'm in that community. And last year, a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, December, November, October, going back September, that whole last quarter of 2025, people were like, man, real estate's tough. Nobody's closing. Is anybody closing any deals? And I'm like, I mean, I'm in Titanium University and I see people posting every single day that they're closing deals. Why? Because, dude, they're in an online group. What kind of online community are you in that's holding you accountable? Because if you're not in an online community that's holding you accountable, what are you even doing? And a lot of these communities are free. RJ has a free community. Tony Watley just liked the post. He's got a free group called 365 Driven. That dude gives away more free stuff. And I'm noticing all the people that I'm around that give away free value, that give away free lead magnets. Like I used Brian Mark as an example. All of those people, I see them doing deals, coaching people, getting consulting gigs, doing deals, helping people get results. And it's because they're willing to put themselves out there for free first. When we first came out with the book and it became an Amazon bestseller, I think we sold the book for like 99 cents. My buddy Mike Kitko and his wife Angie bought like 20 copies of it. What up, Tony? Tony's dope. Like, go follow him. His face is on the screen. If you're not following people like this, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage. I think we're all looking for the secret sauce and the secret formula and the secret way to get there, the magical way. There isn't one. And anybody like Tony, who's actually done an exit, who's actually made money, who drives dope cars. I've met him and his wife many times. He speaks on stages. He's got a dope podcast. I followed their lead. I never wanted to be like a podcast. I was a musician. I was an artist. I had an ego, even though I was singing in the bar corner. And I was like, I'm not going to be a guru or a coach or this or that or the other thing. And then a lot of people like Tony were like, dude, I mean, you've got great communication skills. You've got a great story. Your brand could benefit a lot from just helping people be, not everyone is as confident as you on a microphone. And just because it's not music doesn't mean it's not entertainment. Just because it's not music or you're not singing songs doesn't mean that you're still not doing what you're a performer, dude. And boy, I'm glad I listened. I'm glad I listened to people that have done higher level stuff than me, because sometimes you gotta take yourself back down to ground level and say, how am I really going to do something great and become better? And what we call banter in the music industry is called speaking in the entrepreneur space. And I didn't realize that, hey, I'm actually pretty decent at this. And if I want to be great, I have to work that muscle. Just like, I mean, I could pick up the guitar right now. I could rip you a song. Watch. You know what I mean? I can literally pick up the song and write you a song right now. You know, it's Wednesday, January 7th. Writing you a song because I love you on the show. It's a skill, right? It's a skill. And when you work the muscle, the skill gets better and you get better. Now, I would say that music has changed a lot. The people that I know that have sold millions and millions of records, their bands are struggling to make money in 2026. I love their music. I love their songs, but it's sad to say that artists are struggling. Salespeople, if you're able to take your art and use it as a sales device, boy, oh boy, can you benefit a lot more. And once I started to use my skills to promote other people, sing about famous brands, sing about famous entrepreneurs, that was when Gary Vaynerchuk, Grant Cardone, and all these people started to pick me up and put me on their stages because I gave them something of value for free. Shine online, man. It costs you nothing to shine online in 2026. It really costs me nothing but time to get on here today, to broadcast a show. I've done almost 200 episodes of this show. Most of them, I don't know, probably don't even get any views or streams. But guess what, dude? The clips that I get from doing this and from practicing have generated thousands of leads. Thousands of leads. Trust in the industry. I mean, dude, how much is trust worth? When people don't trust anything, and then they trust you because you're consistent, you're in like the top 5% of anybody on the planet. People don't trust anything anymore. People don't trust Republicans. They don't trust Democrats. They don't trust the news. They don't trust what they see on their own phone. Hell, you might not even trust your own aunt at Thanksgiving. People are questioning everything, and I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I think that there's a piece of me that thinks that that's very healthy. But if you're the person that people trust because you do it harder, longer, and stronger, and more consistently than everybody else in your category, you eventually rise to the top of that category and you're the expert. Let's face the facts. If you're editing your videos in 2026 to post every day to like save money, you are wasting your time. I am so glad I listened to people that were like, don't ever quit on guitar, don't ever quit on music, but take that skill that you developed of performing on camera and tell people, speak to people, and encourage them to get on camera, and you can build an entire $1 million company out of that. And boy, they sure as hell were right, because everybody needs to be on camera. The one thing that's going to separate you from the next guy is your ability to communicate. And I mean, yeah, when I first started to MC gigs, if you were to see me back then compared to now, it's a lot different, because I'd go up there cussing and screaming. I sounded like a street performer because I was one. And I still kind of probably come off like one sometimes. I am not the smartest. I'm not the most elaborate. I'm just consistent. Smarts don't mean anything anymore. I mean, look at some of the people that are elected in Congress. Having brains doesn't mean that having brains doesn't guarantee you a spot in a leadership position, is what I'm trying to say here. You know what I mean? I think politics in America are the ultimate example. And again, I don't care who you vote for. If you voted for Joe Biden or Donald Trump or Kamala Harris or Joe Clinton, Bill Clinton, whatever his name is, George Bush, I don't care. But dude, those people are no smarter than you. They're not. They were willing to get on the microphone, speak, communicate, say, this is what I stand for, and somehow become the president of the United States. And you're sitting there on the other side of the screen like, I don't know, people are going to hate me. People are going to hate you no matter what. People hate Taylor Swift, and she's an incredible performer. Taylor Swift is amazing. I'm not a fan of her music, really. I like a couple of her tunes. But here's an example. Okay, so I have two little girls, 6 and 8. They turned on the Taylor Swift Eras Tour show on Disney. And I watched like the first 2 songs and I was like, oh, okay, this is good. Came up here in the studio. My whole studio set is upstairs and they're downstairs. Come up here. I worked for like an hour and a half. I worked. Closed doors. These doors on the other side of the room close. I go back down an hour and a half later. Taylor Swift is still performing on the television on the Eras Tour, sold out stadium. And she's got like an acoustic guitar playing by herself. You can't fake that. There's no way to fake that. And I'm like, dang, yo, she's good. You know what I mean? I didn't recognize the song. I couldn't tell you what the song was, but like, she's got a beautiful voice. An hour and a half later, she was still, I think that the whole show was like 2.5 hours, maybe even 3. I know I can play guitar and I can sing and I can perform pretty dang good. But to be able to do that for 3 hours in front of a stadium and dance and move, have choreography and all this kind of stuff, dude, she's incredible. Guess what? People don't like her. I don't know why, but people still find a way to hate on her because she's shining. Anytime you're doing something great or at a high level, you're going to get the people like Tony that are going to give you the fist bump, right? You're going to get your Tonys. They're going to root for you from the bottom to the top. And by the way, you hit the top, that's the hardest thing to sustain. You might drop a little bit. Tony's still going to be there giving you the fist bump, no matter what level you're at. And then there's going to be the people on the other side. They're just going to hate everything you do, no matter what. You know what I mean? You could put an R next to your name in politics. People are going to dislike you just because there's an R next to your name. You could put a D next to your name. In politics, people are going to hate you just because you got a D next to your name. They might not even know anything about you or what you've said or what you did, and they just don't like you just because of that little label. You might be a jazz musician, and people are like, I don't like jazz music. That's so boring. It's like, you never even listened to the record. Nah, it's jazz. Nah, boring. Okay. Who cares? Then those people aren't your customers. I think so often we think too hard about the people that don't like our stuff instead of fulfilling the people that do like our stuff or that do need our stuff. If it's not for you, don't watch the show. This show was never even designed to be some kind of big platform for me. It's just a way for me to get clips and practice the speaking muscle, practice the communication muscle. This is just practice. That's it. Anyway, I encourage you to think about how you're going to start communicating at a higher level. Study some people. And if you are at a point where you want to invest in yourself, for us, we're launching a group. Tony's a lifetime member of this group. So Tony's in there, Social Authority Collective, where we help people write scripts so that they can film short form videos. But I'm not really a coach. Coach. That's not what I do. Tony is. I'm not. I can help you perform on social, but we're not like business coaches or anything. We can help you drive leads on social media, but I am not some kind of executive coach. I don't promote myself as one. I don't promote myself as a sales guru. Even though I've done pretty well at sales, I know that even as good as I've done, that I have a long way to go in that department. That is a really big department. But the best way to get sales is to earn and attract the correct people to your offer. I think so often we're worried about going viral or getting followers. These metrics that just most of the time don't convert. Yeah, you need attention. Yeah, you want to get as many views as possible. But don't make the mistake that I made of going viral, posting silly, stupid stuff with your guitar. And then all of a sudden, you're a social media manager. And people are like, well, what happened to the guitar guy? Yeah. So I'm going to bring the guitar back, but I'm going to give people social media tips. So I just spilled the beans on some stuff that I'm going to do. But also, I didn't really have a setup like I do now because I was always so broke. I didn't have a dope setup like this. And guess what? You don't need one. I closed Grant Cardone and Gary Vee filming on my iPhone in 2017 and 2016. Before a lot of people even knew who they were. This was almost 10 years ago now. 10 years ago, I was singing at dive bars that you wouldn't even set foot into. No person with a brain would have set foot in the bars that I was singing in. A lot of them were dumps. And I have no problem saying that. I think it would actually be dishonest if I didn't say that. And the cool part about it is you can scroll down on my feed and you can see all that. You can see exactly where I was singing 10 years ago if you scroll down on my feed. And trust me, a lot of those places were not nice. Hennessy's was nice. Hennessy's. Now that's a good place out there in San Diego. But some of those other places were dumps, dude. And I showed up every week and I played that gig because it was the only gig I had. And God bless them. God bless those people. They saved my life. But you got to understand that there is so much on the line when it comes to your sales and your ability to attract leads. And you can literally break your back spending money on ads and billboards and radio and all this. And then people are going to go to your social media anyway. If people hear your radio ad or they see your billboard, they're going to go to your website. Of course, I have a website too, obviously. Your website and your social media. So if they don't see anything on your social media, they might not buy from you because social media is the ultimate trust earner. Do I trust this person? You go to Tony's social media and it's constantly updated. The other thing about Tony is he's going to give you his opinion whether you like it or not. He takes a stance. Probably takes a harsher stance than I do on most topics, even though we 98% of the time agree on our stances with certain things. He's way louder about it than I am. And he gets a lot of traction from that. And that's something I should probably step into. Don't be afraid to take a stand for what you believe in, because you don't want people coming to your page that are not your people. You might as well just repel them or let them hate. The hater's going to hate, man. No matter who Taylor Swift dates or marries, no matter how many stadiums she sells out, most people don't realize that she was a broke musician at one point too. And the only reason why anyone hates on her, outside of the fact that her political views are not what I agree with, that has nothing to do with the fact that she's incredible at what she does professionally. People that hate on her professional performance or her career are just losers. If you're a Taylor Swift hater, you're a loser. And I'm not even a Swiftie. I just love greatness. So go out there and be great this year. Follow people that are great. If you want to do wholesale real estate, go follow RJ Bates III. His entire comment section is full of serious people. That whole titanium group is full of serious people. Travis Wells, constantly posting on social media, constantly promoting his brand, constantly helping people do deals in real estate. Super simple. He uses the platforms to his advantage. He's sent me recommendations before. Didn't even ask for them. Hey, Pat, this would be a great client for you. I believe that guy's going to sign up this month. God bless Travis. Helps me feed my kids. Like, there's a lot on the line now. Every single person on the planet is on their phone every second of every single day. And I'm at a point where early in the morning is that's my hot time. It's when I'm the most creative. And so I'm getting up earlier. I've put systems in place to make me more efficient in the morning so that I can operate like a machine, so that by the time my kids get home from school, our daily clients are posted, updated, and, we're winning. And our clients are winning. So I encourage you to think about what you need to do to shine online. And listen, it's as simple as hitting go live. Just go live, man. Do it. I believe in you. My man right here. This dude is always showing me love, dude. I appreciate you, man. I don't tell you that enough. So, ladies and gentlemen, have a great day. Shine online, hit record. I'm going to come on here and do some live scripting this week. I don't have a chance to do it this morning, maybe this afternoon, maybe tomorrow, but I'm going to show you how to do scripts, how to record a week of scripts. I started doing this last year and I'm going to do a lot more of it this year so that you can have daily videos. It costs you nothing to do this. It costs you nothing to use these platforms. It costs you time. And if your time is worth a lot of money, like a lot of our clients, cool, dude, hire us. We're happy to help you. Of course I'm going to tell you to hire us. Why wouldn't I? We're awesome. So ladies and gentlemen, get on camera, get consistent, and shine online. This song was made with Sonix AI. Just for you.
Hustle, step it up. Hustle, step it up. Haters, buckle up. Social authority coming for you suckers. Better listen up. Better listen up. Better listen up. Hustle, step it up. Hustle, step it up. Haters, buckle up. Social authority coming for you suckers. Better listen up. Better listen up. Better listen up. Contact, you get what you attract. Mindset, gotta keep it on track. Fuck anybody standing in my way. I'm coming for everything I ever wanted today.